Previously on Taverns and Caverns Path A. Cat & Co. is not as bad as I thought, actually bringing me along to a party, a Scarlet Soiree, held in the old Ashenbrook Manor. It actually cleaned up quite nicely. As Alaric, Desiree, and the rest of the party mingled, I too decided to cut loose a bit, have some fun, show my old dance move. Actually got to meet one of the party's hosts, a Callista Faraway. She's actually quite lovely, inviting me to a crimson toast. But alas, fun cannot last forever, for you see, Isundra, though late, did inform me of the party's true purpose, hunting vampires. Guess I was wrong. Oh, Edis, bless us with the good fortune of victory. And if we survive this, we'll have to have a talk with the party about keeping the whole group informed of their actions. Episode 45, A Party to Die For, Part 2, Path A.
Thaddeus, what are you saying or doing now that you are aware there's 5 individuals that give off evil?
They could
And
be
they're-
good. It says good and evil.
Yeah, it could be good and evil. And also, you know, all the 5 that you have are considered undead.
Need to be on your guard. There are 5 so far.
Damien and Alaric went on a private tour.
You just see him just start to rub his brow. So they split up after knowing that's what type of danger we're in.
Well, they're trying to figure out who the vampires are.
But by themselves, we have no
Well,
weapons
Well, actually,
on our person.
actually, Damien has all the weapons.
I'm really, really starting to regret all the good things I said to Vanillas.
They were just trying to figure out what's going on. But Alaric will send us a message if something bad happens.
Hopefully it won't be too late by the time we get there.
That's why we're staying close to this door.
Again, if I was told, would have been better prepared for this.
I was trying to tell you, but we were in too deep.
You know what? I don't blame you. I feel that you have bad influences around you.
He's just disappointed in me.
Not him sound like an annoying dad.
We disappointed Thaddeus.
Thaddeus. With that being the case, let's go back to the other team momentarily. Cassian, as he's leading the 4 of you down that corridor, you eventually hit a T, a dead end. There's a left and right you can turn, kind of like a fork in a road. And he turns right, and you go down a shorter corridor. Eventually, you go into a room that is a decently sized private library. You see several bookshelves lined up one next to another with many books. There are a couple of tables with glass cases that have some pieces of parchment paper inside of them with seals of family names and crests and whatnot. And as you step into this beautiful library, you notice there are some magical lights that are lighting the room up. He turns around and he opens both of his arms out. Welcome to our Ashenbrook Manor Library. Here you'll find many things of history, not just of the city of New Tempest from the days it was first built, but you'll find history of the nation of Lande itself, and even history on the whole continent of Tiraster. Many family names and history of different nobles, lineages you'll find here. Something that my sister and I, particularly me, that I love to study and know about are the differences between the blood of the families. Please take a look around if you would like to take a peek of what we may have. This library, believe it or not, when we found the manor, it was here. Not much renovation had to be done to this room. This is the single room in the mansion that withstood time. Many of the books here you'll find were books that were here before my sister and I took over this mansion. So I would like to call many of the items here relics. So please do not touch anything within the glass cases. Keep those off limits, but the books on the shelves, feel free to take a look around. Any questions?
I do have a question. Can you, I'm interested, since, everything here is a relic, of course, but which one is personally your favorite, or which one is one that is of interest to you personally?
I would have to say, as he's looking around, he walks over to one of the glass cases and he points down onto one of the parchments that has the seal for the Ashenbrook family's name. I would say this here. You'll find that this seal here is a letter written by the one and only Varen Ashenbrook, as I've mentioned. He was the prior owner to the mansion. In this letter he wrote out, he sent this letter, well, he died before he could send the letter, but it talks about him believing that his children are still alive somewhere. He mentions that their bodies were never found, and that he hopes to find them one day so that they can take over the manor. Unfortunately, no one knows what happened to them. It is a mystery. His wife also died of a mysterious illness. Can't say what it was. I don't know what it is, but ever since my sister and I took over this manor, we found the history of Sir Lord Ashenbrook to be interesting.
And do we know how many children the Lord Ashtonbrook had?
2, and perhaps that is why my sister and I take such interest to it, because here you'll find that he had siblings, twins to be exact, very similar to the case of my sister and I. Perhaps that is why we have such a high affinity to it. We feel for this Lord Ashenbrook, and knowing that your family members disappeared without a trace, not even knowing if they're dead or alive.
Why is
Interesting.
Desiree trying to sleight a hand?
Can
I'm
I
not
see
trying.
that?
I wrote a 20. Give me what I want. I'm listening. Oh, so sad. I'm acting like I'm like dabbing my eyes, but I'm like putting whatever small I stole in my rice bra. Shit, I paid to get in here. I'm gonna get my worth out of it.
Mm-hmm. So what all are you doing with that sleight of hand? Just
Whatever small trinket is available while he's telling the story to Alaric, I kind of wandered over to something that looked like it had value and just pocketed it.
okay. So are you leaving any of the items in the glass cases alone? Because that would be a little more
Probably,
difficult.
yeah.
Okay.
Just something else accessible that looks like it would be of value.
All right. So with a sleight of hand, you're looking around. I'll say on one of the tables nearby, you notice there are a couple of books that are on the table. But you do notice there seems to be an emerald pendant just lying on one of the tables. That seems to be the most valuable thing, monetary-wise, that you could snatch up pretty easily without him noticing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's an emerald pendant, and it looks pricey. So
What a sad story.
as you sleight of hand that with a 20, I'll say his passive perception, he doesn't see you do that at all. He's too busy talking to Alaric. The other 2 women, they're listening, but they're also looking around the room as well. And Alaric, I see you have a perception of 16. What is that for?
Oh, I wanted to see if I could see her being sneaky in the room.
Oh, you do not with her 20. You see her looking around, walking around and stuff, but you don't see Desiree yoink that pendant up. So as he continues to explain why he finds that to be the most interesting thing, he looks at you, Alaric, and you, sir, anything here that catches your interest? Are you a history guru?
I'm gonna roll a history check.
An 18.
Yeah, so I will also take interest with the book that he brought up considering that it is, I rolled the history check for the Lord. His name is Ashenbrook, correct?
Yeah, it's Varen Ashenbrook.
Yeah. So yeah, I am gonna express my interest. Yes, I am do want to learn more about Variant Asherbrook. So it is very interesting that I stumbled upon this place and learned more the history of him and the whereabouts of this manor. So this has been a very intriguing tour so far. I'm interested to learn more as we go.
Oh, are you then? Very well. That pleases me. Those that are into the mysteries of the unknown, such as people's vanishing, and other such mysteries the world has to offer, they pique my interest. I'm happy that you also find interest in this. And he looks around at the other three, the two women and Desiree walk around. And you, ladies, my dears, anything of interest to the three of you? The two women that are with you, they're chuckling and they just nod their heads. Oh no, we're just appreciating how beautiful the library and the whole manor looks. Cassian just chuckles and looks over at Desiree. And you, my dear, anything about the library that piques your interest?
Not particularly. Again, the blueprint of the place, the floor plan, just blown away. Shelves to the ceiling. The smell of old books and leather. I am getting a little hungry, dear. He looks at Alaric. Let us continue. Then I'll get back and stuff away some of those good hors d'oeuvres.
Very
Maybe
well.
you should.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say maybe you should try and find a snack, my darling. Don't you have something in one of your purses?
Nope.
Hmm.
Only thing in my purse is weapons. I didn't say that, but nope. Don't even want to talk about it. But I do want to try to, get us out of this room before he notices that pendant's gone.
Jesus. Well, if you would like to continue the tour, let us continue onwards to the next area. This is one of my sister's favorites. Well, mine's the library. I'll be taking you to the conservatory. Yes, it is filled with beautiful plants and other such greenery that I think you might enjoy. It's a very beautiful room. It gives peace to my sister, whereas the library gives me peace. Follow me. I will show you the beautiful conservatory that we've built. And he walks back out the main door where the library took you, or the main door you stepped through to get to the library goes down the same corridor, but to the left of that fork where you guys originally came from. And as he takes you towards the conservatory, you do enter this. It's much bigger than the library, but the conservatory leads to the outside courtyard of the manor, and it's all mostly glass walls that penetrate, so the sunlight can penetrate this room. But obviously it's nighttime, so the only lighting that you're getting in the conservatory are magical lanterns or torches that are lit to kind of keep some light to the room. But you do step into this beautifully crafted conservatory with all different kinds of plants. And Cassian looks over. So you'll find here we'll have many plants from all different parts of Lande, as well as Tirister here in the conservatory. My sister, Callista, is a fan of plants and such things. She likes to dabble in her alchemy and sorts, medicines and whatnot. So you'll find very rare plants around, even from the continent of Ashai. Very difficult to obtain, but we were able to do it. And as he's walking around, he's just giving you some more history on certain things, different plants here in the room. Do either of you do or say anything? If not, I'll go back to the ballroom.
I mean, I'm just gonna, see if I notice anything suspicious. Any of these plants
Man,
evil.
Damien or Desiree is rolling fire today. I don't
Yep.
think you've rolled anything lower than like an 18.
Right. I'm on one.
So with a 26, you're looking around nat 20, 26 total. The conservatory doesn't necessarily give off any evil vibes, nothing vampire like. You do question why, if there are vampires here, why they would have a conservatory with glass windows that have
Right.
sunlight come through. So that does kind of throw you off, but you're still unaware if the hosts of the manor are even vampires themselves. You just don't know. Not something you maybe you're thinking they are, but you don't know. You haven't had proof.
You can't convince me otherwise without proof. So, yeah, it's definitely weird to me. But
Yeah,
moving on.
but yeah, nothing really stands out here in the conservatory. But as Cassian's walking around, it's bigger than the library. So the two ladies, you do notice with your perception, the two ladies that were with you kind of walk off on their own to other parts of the conservatory. And because there's different types of plants, it is hard to keep track of everybody. There's different routes you can take. The two ladies soon slightly vanish from your, not slightly, but they completely vanish from your view, and you only see Alaric and Cassian at this point. And Cassian's just still talking about the different plants. He doesn't seem to really care that the two ladies walked off because he expects you to look around and enjoy the conservatory.
I got a feeling they're not coming back. Okay.
All right. So with the two of you there, Cassian turns around real quick before we head back to the ballroom. He goes, "So it seems our other ladies walked away and are enjoying the rest of the conservatory. What about you two? How do you like my sister's conservatory? Do you like it more than the library, or is the library more to your interest?"
I prefer the conservatory personally. I love the light, and I love things that are green, including money. But that's a different topic for a different day, yes?
Oh, of course.
I am missing the music and all of the life. How much more before we can get back?
Well, it is up to you. Would you like to head back now?
Well, it depends on what else remains of the tour.
There was one other room I'd be willing to share, but it depends on the rest of you.
I'll let
Oh,
my husband.
I think my wife can go back alone if she like. I'll stay and go ahead and continue on the tour. She was saying that
What
she
are
was a
you
little
doing?
famished, by the
Desiree grips the hook of his arm.
Did I hear Felicia say, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, Desiree hooks his arm even harder. Oh, don't be silly, dear. We are a package. Let us see
Right,
the
you
last
remind
room.
me.
I will remind you until death do us part, darling.
Until death do us part. As
Very
I
well.
glum and look down and
Don't look so excited, honey. The night is young.
Very well. Very good. Well, the next room I'll take you is one that I think both of you will appreciate. Follow me. And as he walks away, he goes, the other two ladies, are you both still in the conservatory? And he speaks out louder. And the two ladies, they scurry back. Yes, sorry. But I think we're ready to go back to the ballroom. We're both a bit famished. And he smiles. Please do. You know how to get back, but please do not go off into different areas. If you do, my servers will find you and you will be banned from attending the Scarlet Soiree. So, right back to the ballroom, if you would. The two nod and begin to walk off, and leaving the two of you with Cassian. He smiles. Well, it seems that our group has grown smaller, but that is fine. He turns around and walks out the conservatory another way, leading you to the next room. But as you go down another corridor, he turns and opens a door that leads to stairs that begin to descend down into what looks like a cellar. And as you two walk down the cellar, you notice there are several wooden barrels. It is a wine cellar. And as he smiles, he holds his hand out. And this is the Ashtonbrook Manor's wonderful wine cellar.
Oh, I'm glad I stayed. What a
Yes.
selection.
Aren't you
And
happy about it? And I'd be
thrilled.
willing to give you both wonderful guests, since the two of you decided to stay on this lovely tour. Both of you have piqued my interest. I'm willing to give each one of you a bottle of your choice.
I should get 2
Three.
other bottles too for the other women. But I'm serious.
We'll see. But he walks down the cellar. The cellar seems to be much darker and less lit due to it being in the basement. Does give you a bit of a creepy vibe, but it is well maintained, wooden flooring and everything. You can smell the fresh wine in this room. But let's go back to the ballroom while the two of you are in the cellar. Thaddeus, right next to Isundra. Now that Thaddeus is aware that there are 5 potential undead near him, now that you're highly aware of what's going on, you notice the woman you spoke with, because I'm assuming Thaddeus, you're probably keeping an eye on her the most because you just spoke with her, but that's up to you. Well, with your new knowledge, what are you doing with it?
Yeah, he is keeping a close eye on her, but he'll tell us sooner to point out to the ones they also keep an eye out on and relay that information to Yaito as well.
Okay, so you're going to walk up to Yaito?
Yeah, he'll do that.
So as you walk up to Yaito, is Isundra staying where she's at, or are you going to go in with Thaddeus?
I'm gonna take a look around.
Okay, make perception. 25. All right, you're taking a look around. Thaddeus kind of pointed out which ones he thought or knows that are considered undead, or vampires, to say the least. So you spot every single one of them. You do notice, though, the server to the east closest to Kalista, she's walking away. She's going to walk down past the server, and she's going to go around to talk to some others. But the server that's to the right on the east, near the double doors, you notice another server comes out, and you know it's a server because they have the attire for being a server. Comes out and whispers something into the ear of this server. And as they whisper to each other, the server that came out of the double doors rushes back through the double doors. And that server that's standing there looks around a bit, not confused, but they look somewhat worried. And they turn around and walk back into the double doors down the hallway. And as that's happening, you also witness Kalista. She's walking by. You notice her, though, glancing at Thaddeus as she's walking.
She got eyes for Thaddeus.
Perhaps.
Or
Perhaps
the spell
she
he
does.
cast and she felt that shit.
One of the two. She's glancing at him, but you do notice a server disappears, looks worried, rushes back into that hallway. And Yaito looks at Thaddeus as you come up to him. What do you say to him?
I know. Be on your guard.
Yaito looks a bit shocked. He begins to sweat a bit. Oh, what do you mean, you know, Thaddeus? Know what?
He just glares at him. There's 5. Be on your guard.
There is 5 what? Creepy crawlies?
Don't play dumb with me.
All right, Thaddeus. You caught me red-handed. It was not just me. It was the party decision.
I know, and we will have a discussion after this.
Understood. But now that you know, you see that the situation we are in, and you saying there are 5 in the
That I
room
know
right
of
now.
so far. Could be more. Unfortunately, that since I wasn't aware of everything until just now, I couldn't case the place properly.
And the plan is we are investigating to make sure that this rumor of vampires is true. And if you are telling me you know there are 5 for sure, I do not know how you know, but if you do know, then I think our investigation is done. We came and proved there are creepy crawlies. He doesn't want to say the word vampires in case someone is nearby.
Hey,
I do not know if Isundra told you, but Desiree and Alaric went off with the host on a private tour of sorts. Don't know when they will be back, but they went through those doors. He points at the doors they went through in the northeastern corner. What are we going to do?
Well, since we don't have any weapons, going to have to rely on your arcane for a moment.
This is okay with me. Isundra also knows the magic. And while you're talking to Yaito Isundra, you made that 25 perception. You do notice a couple of things, as I mentioned. Callista definitely is glaring at Thaddeus. She doesn't have the kind, smiling expression that she once had. Her expression seems to be more serious as she's glaring at him. She's walking around. She's walking down, and she's walking kind of all around the ballroom in a circle, very slowly, while she's staring at him with a bit of a serious expression. But after the servers walked back through that hallway, you do notice something very quickly with a 25 perception. You see something no one else sees. It's very quick. But past the double doors that are open that lead into the hallway where that server ran into, to the right, you notice two pairs of legs that are lying on the floor that quickly get dragged out of sight. Do you say or do anything?
I slowly want to tell Thaddeus that he's being watched. So I want to like slowly walk up to him and start a conversation. I don't want to like panic.
You walk up to Thaddeus as slowly as possible without catching too much attention.
Thaddeus, she's watching you.
I was afraid of this, and they must have some way of them knowing that I cast my magic to figure out who was who. Wish I was more prepared for this.
Do you tell him about the legs that were dragged off at all?
Yeah, I tell him and Yaito. I think they are picking people off from the party. I saw them drag a body away.
Excuse me, drag a body in the middle of all this. That is very dangerous.
Very smart, actually.
Everyone's distracted. No one saw it.
Where was this?
She doesn't point. She just describes the door in the hallway. That door over there in the hallway.
This isn't good. If they're picking people off, innocent people are being yoinked up in front of us.
Yeah, we're about to be next.
We cannot just retreat without Alaric and Damien.
I know,
Perhaps-
what is taking them? They've been gone forever.
What do we do? Do we go and look for them? But then that would, if she is watching, she's definitely going to know where we go.
Just stay put. I am going to talk to our hostess. Just-
Thaddeus,
I
I
won't
don't know if
be-
that's a good idea.
I doubt she would risk anything doing something in public. I'm not leaving this room.
What are you going to talk to her about?
Just wondering why she's giving me the glare.
You know why.
I understand. I know why, but I want to find out what else she might know to see if you are just as much in danger as I am.
Okay.
And he will give like a handshake, like he's just meeting you two for the first time. Just trying to make it look like he doesn't really know you both before he walks over.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if I need to roll something for that.
No, you don't. I mean,
Okay.
you make it. I mean, that's easy enough to do.
All right, he's gonna head down
Jesus.
straight towards her.
Felicia said, Jesus. So you go down to walk towards her. What do you say? As you walk up towards her, she catches you walking towards her, so her expression changes rather quickly. She smiles. Oh, Sir Leon, you're back. How may I help you? Couldn't get enough, could you?
No, I couldn't, but I happened to notice that you give me a glare like like an X.
Mhm.
I'm just wondering if I done something wrong.
Oh,
That baby
no.
mama stare.
Oh, you must excuse me. Where are my manners? After our conversation and giving you an invitation to the private toast, or actually the crimson toast, I couldn't help but just admire your armor. You caught my interest. I couldn't help but look at you. Forgive me, it's very unladylike. Are you going to be joining us at the private event then? Have you made up your mind? I would
I shall.
be. Oh, you will? Excellent. I was going to be rather saddened if I saw you not attend.
I don't want to disappoint.
Well, it pleases me to know that you will be attending. Remember, once the midnight strikes, everyone will be escorted out, but those that are invited will be taken to the private event. So, is there something else you wanted to speak to me about? I do apologize. I do have other things to attend to. I didn't mean to stare so much at you.
It's quite all right. I mean, I was trying not to stare myself. Such a beauty and all.
Hmm. Well, my brother is giving others private tours. Were you offered a tour, my friend?
Mm, Unfortunately, no.
Hmm.
But
Would you
if that
like
would have
to go
happened,
on one? I'll show you some other places around the manor that I think someone with your taste would appreciate.
actually,
Uh,
I would like that. But
no, what?
let's do that in a more private setting. During the after party,
Mm.
the Crimson Toast.
Oh, so you'd like to wait then? Are you sure about that? There was something I feel that would appease your appetite right now, because there are things that I think one of your stature would really want to see, if you catch my drift.
I think I do. And that's why I want to wait.
Hmm. Well, I won't force your hand, Sir Leon, but I have other things to attend to. So please continue enjoying the party, and I will see you at the Crimson Toast.
Yeah, shall see you later. The wait will be worth it, I'm sure.
She begins to walk off at a normal pace, and she walks out of the room, actually, through another door. So she is no longer in the room,
Mhm.
leaving you.
He's gonna mumble to himself. God damn it.
Meanwhile, we'll go back to the wine cellar. Cassian, he just gives you a bit of a spiel of the different types of wines. You do find that he likes to talk, and eventually he reaches for 2 bottles of wine and he hands you each one different type of wine. Here, for my esteemed guest, please take these bottles of wine as a gift from me and my sister. Very fresh wine meant for 2 wonderful guests such as yourselves. These don't go on the shelves here in the city. You must
Thank
buy
you
them from the
kindly.
manor themselves, from the manor itself.
Thank you kindly. I will greatly appreciate this with the utmost respect.
Mm. You two have been a wonderful guests on my tour. It's a shame the other 2 women went back to the ballroom, because there is one last thing I would like to talk about before we head back to the ballroom. And the 2 lovely women missed out. What a pity. They would have enjoyed it. But there is another event that takes place here at the Scarlet Soiree that many don't get invited to. It is a selection process that we partake in, but I would like to invite you both to what we call the Crimson Toast. And he reaches into his jacket pocket, pulls out 2 small parchments that are folded up, hands you each one. This is an invitation, a private invitation to the Crimson Toast. As you know, the ball ends at midnight. When the clock rings, my servants will escort everyone out of the manor except for those that are invited to this secondary event. The secondary event is a toast that takes place for a couple of hours. You're free to accept the invitation or deny it, it's up to you. But just know that once you're invited once and you deny it, you'll never receive another invitation. It's a once in a lifetime thing, if you know what I mean.
I don't. But yeah, I heard about this. I we'll think about it, dear. Midnight is quite a ways away.
I'll gladly accept mine.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
It seems that your husband has already made his decision, my dear. And yourself, will you be joining us?
We are a
Crimson Coast?
package, but honey, could you
Yeah,
excuse
yes,
us?
madam.
We need a few moments alone.
Of course. Take your time.
I'll take my bottle of wine, though, if that's okay.
Oh, yes, it was a gift. It would be shameful of me to retract my gift to you.
Thank you. I'll take Alaric's or my husband's as well. Thank you. Come on, love. And she
Not
scurries
too
out.
hasty now, dear.
Too late. So are we for sure out of earshot of this guy?
So are you walking back up out of the wine cellar, or?
Yes, we're walking up the steps. This has gone too far.
All right. So as you walk back up the steps, he will watch you guys leave as he just smiles. He doesn't seem to follow.
Okay, yeah. We're whispering and talking and walking toward the ballroom area. You can't just accept something like that without telling the rest of the group. We
We're
don't
so
even...
close.
Oh, God. Well, we're practically in the door now, thanks to you, but we've got to update the group so they don't worry.
We're
come in and crash
fine.
everything.
I said I would send a message if anything went awry. Nothing went wrong.
See, what you don't seem to understand is that I know this group a lot better than you do, and they are probably in some type of trouble. They always do something when I'm gone too long. Trust me.
Fine.
And then once Desiree, also described as what was my fake name here? Melidia. Melidia walks back to the door and puts back on her fake smile. And she's surveying the room. She spots Thaddeus and Isundra. Thaddeus is no longer dancing or smiling. I've got a feeling. And she walks up. See, you've danced yourself tired. Still enjoying the festivities.
I think he knows the gig is up. I'm going to do a perception check. Just
are you muted? Because I'm talking to you, Thaddeus.
My bad, I was muted.
Weak. All right.
Oh,
Seems
I
you
don't know
sweated yourself tired, having fun.
not as much fun as you. Any bite marks on your neck?
Desiree has the slowest turn to Isundra and Yaito. This face.
Yaito's like, it wasn't me. His hands are up, he's shaking his head.
He's death glaring Isundra. You just couldn't leave well enough alone, could you? And he looks at Thaddeus.
He was going to accept an invitation to go by himself.
Jesus Christ. All right, fine. We lied. Big fucking deal. It's not like you would have let us go.
I would have.
Oh, shit.
Would have been more well prepared.
Prepared to do what? Sit at the Adventurers Guild, waiting on your daddy Vanellis's next orders? People might be in danger. We had to do something.
Well, we would have been more prepared for what we got ourselves into. So far, there were 5. One was including the hostess, which she went elsewhere.
Did you cast a spell in here?
That's not a surprise.
You of all people, Thaddeus, should know that casting a spell will alert the vampires of our presence here. Well, the whole meaning of our mission here was to be inconspicuous, and you decide, out of learning this information within seconds, to cast a spell. How careless!
Hold on, Alaric. I mean, come on, you can't think out of all the invitees, none of them know magic. They took the weapons, not our ability to cast. It might rub them the wrong way, but if they really had a problem with it, they would have put us out by now, right?
Also, if I were more prepared, I wouldn't have to cast the spell at the time that I did.
Again, you don't exactly come off as someone that would have been happy about this. Maybe if you would have loosened up and stopped being such a stiff ass in the beginning, maybe we would have told you. You were having a lot more fun in your oblivious nature. Ah, everything's ruined. I need a drink. And Melidia
No.
claps. Waiter!
You shouldn't be drinking right now.
Quiet.
should be
I'm on
prepared.
edge. You're full of cognac. I can smell it on you.
Alaric,
Thanks to you, I'm sober now.
That's not my fault. That's Isundra's fault. I let you live a lie and be happy for once.
Alaric made a perception. What are you perceiving, Alaric, as you enter?
Oh,
the
it was
bar?
just like when that was earlier before we walked up to Thaddeus and seeing that he had the glance of being, I guess, like upset. I was making a perception that he likely may know that why we're here.
I see.
But that came into conversation before I could even speak note of it, so it's fine.
Okay. Since you did roll perception anyways, as you were re-entering the ballroom and you see Desiree just bolts right for Thaddeus, you notice your party is near each other. Isundra, Desiree, Thaddeus are right there. Yaito's not too far from them. But as you re-enter, I mean, you're also on edge. You're also knowing why you're here, and you have a purpose. And I feel like it's something Alaric would have paid attention to, knowing your character, because you're here to investigate.
Yeah.
As you scan the ballroom, as soon as you enter it, you notice the two ladies that were with you are not here.
Something is wrong.
There's
Something.
a lot of things wrong right now. Be
Yes,
specific.
but the women here that was with us, they're not here with us.
The ones
They
that
never
left
returned.
first. They might be in the bathroom.
Think those are the legs I saw?
Legs.
I saw someone being pulled away in the hallway.
How long ago?
This had to have been like minutes ago. Did you see legs within that time frame? Was it earlier?
It wasn't. It was like around the same time, right, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, you're just saying something. And Desiree starts to power walk toward that direction
What?
to investigate. There are dead bodies here. The whole point was to make sure people are safe and people are dying on our watch. God damn it.
So
This
you're
is
going.
why we need to inform everyone in the party of what's going on.
How long are you going to beat that dead horse? You're in here with us now. You understand. Are you happy, Thaddeus?
No.
That's pretty on brand for you. Look, we can fight later. But right now, looks like we need to divide and conquer a little bit. And check on our potential victims.
Think
But
we
that's
should
where the
stay
servers
together.
go.
I also got an invitation to the Crimson Toast. So you won't be alone, at least.
How are me and Yaito gonna get in?
You'll get in. I'll make sure of it.
As you're walking towards the door that Isundra saw the legs.
Yes, but not. I'm gonna like walk up to this person and kind of brush shoulders with them. Oh, excuse me, excuse me, and yeah, I'm going in.
All right. So as you walk towards that way, at the same time, Callista and Cassian make themselves aware again, but they don't come back through the doors you saw them originally go through. They come back through the glass doors that have been reopened, and the guards step aside, and they're back both on top of the stairs, looking down at everyone in the ballroom. And Cassian speaks up. Honored guests, things have been shaken up here at the manor. We want to change things slightly. So, for those that are aware, the Scarlet Soiree is not just one event. It is two. The second event here at the Scarlet Soiree is known as the Crimson Toast. And as we know, the ball lasts until midnight. And we deeply enjoy that you have been having a great and wonderful time here at the Scarlet Soiree. However, we want to shake things up a bit. The hour has come for a tradition that is most exquisite. As I've mentioned, the Crimson Toast is a privilege granted to only those with discerning taste and an appetite for the extraordinary. My sister and I would like to shake things up, and for those that we have met and discussed with this evening that have been given an invitation, please step forward, for we have an exciting surprise that we would like to provide you prior to midnight. So, to those who received that invitation, please step forward.
I'm already like still in here.
So you're slightly out of view then. You stepped into that hallway.
Yeah, Alaric, I guess you. Yeah, I stepped in that hallway.
Thaddeus steps up.
I'm going to have a couple of people that were invited step up as well.
I'll go ahead and step up.
Grab Isundra too.
Yaito will step back.
Try to see if just walk up anyway. Isundra bogart her way into it.
I'll put Thaddeus at the bottom of the stairs. Alaric's the bottom of the stairs. Guess who gets up there with you? Dorothy
I see
Cabal.
Dorothy Cabal, bitch ass. Right? She's thirsty. She want to be somebody so
She
bad.
made sure to get that invitation. She said, "I'm speaking it into existence."
She already told her kids, "Don't open this door for nobody. I'm gonna be back late."
She said, "All right, Dorothy Cabal." All right, so you have a couple of people step up. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them that step up. Desiree did get an invitation, but obviously you're not there to step forward.
I know I should have gave Isundra my piece of paper. It's fine.
As you step up, Thaddeus, your magic lasts for a couple of minutes. So I'm going to put something on Cassian. And you also notice the guards are also undead of some kind. So they get red dots on them.
Even though, his detection's down. Like, it went away.
No, it's up for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was 10 minutes or yet or not.
Gotcha.
Up to 10. It's up to 10 minutes. So you can put it down now if you want.
No, he was going to try. He was going to keep it as long as he could.
All right. So Desiree, you don't really pay much attention then to what's going on out here as you're investigating that hallway. Isundra, Yaito looks at you like, Isundra, what are we doing? We cannot follow them. We do not have invitation.
Do you think we could join Thaddeus?
I do not know. Don't you need invitation?
I mean, I don't know.
So with the 5 or 6 of them stepping up towards Callista and Cassian raises a glass. My esteemed guest, it seems we have received all but one of the individuals we've passed our invitations to. Sister, it is a shame that one has denied our request. And Callista looks around, doesn't spot Desiree anywhere. Interesting. But that is all right. Those that are invited do know that this is a once-in-a-lifetime event. So, for those that have stepped forward, please follow us. And for those here at the Scarlet Soiree, your chances of being invited can happen to you the next time, for we do this event once a month. So don't fear and don't worry if you weren't invited this time. There's always next. She turns around and begins to walk down the hallway. Cassian looks at Alaric. It seems your wife didn't want to join us then.
Tell him I'm
Yes,
Dookie or something.
Dookie?
I'm afraid she might have got lost towards the bathroom, but I'm sure she'll arrive at any moment.
Well,
as I'm sure, like as Alaric is thinking that Desiree is probably screaming something in his towards him with.
Well, she only has a few more moments before we leave. If you stay behind, I am afraid that your invitation will be null and void.
Are they going to another location?
Yeah.
Isundra, run up like you're gonna take my spot.
What about Yaito? You
Yeah.
have the weapons.
Yaito is just
Facts. I
he's
do.
confused. He's like, oh, what's going on? Desiree went one way. They're following. What?
Hopefully, I see something with this investigation of a 13. It's not great. But...
Yeah, I'll get to you here in a moment. But Thaddeus and Alaric, Cassian turns around. Well, follow me if you wish to join. Can't keep us waiting too long now. That would be very rude. And he begins to walk off with his sister. They're taking you to another area of the manor. The Dorothy Cabal, she is running.
Oh, but it's still at the manor.
Yeah. You're still at the
Okay,
manor.
you made it sound like they were going to like another location. I was like, where's everyone going?
Thaddeus is going to stay in the very back.
But you're leaving the ballroom, like leaving the manor is huge, so you don't know where you're going. Just so you know, I mean, you are going to a different location in the manor. You just don't know where. So if you leave, Isundra, Yaito, and Desiree are not going to know where you guys are going. Just FYI, I'll let you know that
What
right
if
now.
we're the fodder and the rest of the vampires come after us now that we're left in the ballroom?
I'm saying, follow the ass.
I can't. I don't have an invitation.
What they gonna do? Kill you?
Yeah.
That's yeah. They got to get through Alaric and Thaddeus. Run up, but he'd be like, "Hey, I see you're one short." She may be ungrateful, but I'm not. Or something. I don't know.
But then I'm leaving you and Yaito behind. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'll find y'all.
Stressed out.
But they already done killed 2 people. I gotta prove it.
You have a decision to make sooner. Do you go with them or do you try to? You don't even know if you're allowed to go with them. You don't have an invitation, so.
All right.
Let the role playing commence.
Yeah, this is D&D. You see what you can get away with.
I don't have that deception like you.
That's
Wait,
true.
can I join?
Cassian stops for a moment. Kalista's already ahead. He turns around and looks at you, Isundra. And you are, my dear.
Great question.
Yeah,
Rose?
now you know how it feels coming up with a fake name on the spot.
I'm Twilight.
Oh my goodness.
She looked out the window. That's all she had.
Well, Miss Twilight, for you to join us, I apologize, but I don't know if you heard what I said. You must have an invitation to the Crimson Toast.
But you're missing a person.
What do you mean we're missing a person?
You said you're down a person.
Yes, and they have the invitation. Not you.
But it could be me.
It could be. But, Miss Twilight, you must understand, the Crimson Toast is a private event for a reason. Only those that are selected are allowed in. And you, my dear, at least not to my knowledge, was selected. I didn't select you. And I don't think Kalista did either.
I can't even pretend to be with Thaddeus because he shook my hand like he didn't know me.
That's true. You can try and roll persuasion to try and persuade your way.
Oh,
But-
my persuasion's bad.
Thaddeus will kind of step in. I mean, as far as that person misses out, you should let someone else know, let them in so that they could possibly understand the consequences of missing out on something such as special as this.
Make me a persuasion.
Aren't we going early though? So like it's not like there's going to be a second round of this potentially.
Potentially, yes.
15.
Not horrible.
Not horrible. But he looks at you. You do have a good point. But
Gang up on him, Alaric.
are rules, my friend. If you do not have an invitation, if I accept her now, others will notice. And how does that make us look?
This is true. Without rules, we would be uncultured like others.
Indeed. Now, I would love to invite Miss Twilight because she seems like an interesting lady. However, as you've mentioned, the rules are rules. And we, my sister and I, as hosts and owners of this Ashenbrook Manor, we must make sure that we uphold the very rules that we have set forth.
Like you're gonna let Dorothy in and not me.
Dorothy got an invitation.
Well, what did Dorothy do for that invitation?
Right.
That's what
You'll
I
have
wanna
to
know.
ask Kalista. She talked to Kalista at some point. Dorothy
I was-
Cabal.
I was too focused on
Will
that
there be
door.
another chance for Twilight to join us later?
I think they mean like a different ball, right?
Yeah, maybe
Yes.
next month.
Yeah, the next.
Yeah, it's tonight or never.
Yeah.
Come
Okay,
on,
because
Alaric. You were the first one invited. They liked you the most.
Yeah, they've been eyeing you up.
Sprinkle some more sauce on that persuasion. You gotta wear them down, you know?
Well, it's fine.
I
Let
also
him go.
think that Twilight is an interesting person. Perhaps she could prove herself
Mm-hmm.
an interesting person at the after party
Did-
like the rest of us.
Do I have to show off my hooves?
Please don't.
Oh goodness. Alaric
Just lift up
with a
my
natural
dress.
20, a total of 26 on his persuasion. Cassian
You
looks
guys
at
are rolling
Alaric.
fire on these persuasions.
I know. Cassian looks at Alaric and just sighs momentarily, and he looks over, and Kalista comes back. My dear, what is happening, dear brother? Why are we stopped? What's going on? Cassian looks at her and looks back at Alaric. Well, Kalista, dear, my friend here, Miss Twilight, has mentioned that she would like to join us in this private event, but she does not have an invitation slip. I have expressed my concerns of us breaking our own rules by allowing her to join us. The other that I gave the slip to is nowhere in sight, and I guess has denied our invitation. But Twilight seems to want to join us, and our friends here, as he nods to Alaric and Thaddeus, seem to want her to join as well. Perhaps we ask the other guests. He looks over at Dorothy Cabal. What do you think? Should Twilight join us on our private event? Dorothy looks at Twilight and back. Well, I really don't see why not. If the other fail to show up, then what does it hurt to the more the merrier, yes? And then Cassian looks at the other two. There's another woman and a man. They kind of shrug. Doesn't mean anything to us. We don't care either way. We have our invitations, and that's all we care about. Cassian looks at Kalista. Sister, what do you think? As she looks at Twilight, she looks you down and up, and she does know that you're one of the ones that Thaddeus spoke with. She gives Cassian a look. Very well. The more the merrier, they say. But this is the only time we allow someone that did not receive an invitation to join us. Perhaps we can have Twilight prove to us, once we have stepped away, why she deserves to be here. And
God.
perhaps if she fails, well, she gets kicked out of the event.
Good. You can tell the rest of us what happened. Back there.
Cassian looks at Twilight or Isundra. It seems my sister has given the terms. Are you willing to accept these terms? Once we leave, you must prove to us why you deserve to be amongst the private event. And if you fail to do so, unfortunately, you will be banned from the private events and never again invited.
Okay. Okay. Well, I was like, how do I prove?
Ride or die at this point.
They're gonna ask you to do karaoke or
I'm
something.
stressed out.
Something. Well, my dear Twilight, it seems you are struck by a decision that you don't seem to necessarily.
No, I can prove it. I can prove it.
Very well. Then, now that you know the stakes that are involved, you either prove to us that you're worthy, or you fail at proving and you're banned. So, let us go on to the Crimson Toast. They begin to walk away. Do you follow?
Yeah.
All right. You end up leaving Desiree and Yaito by themselves. Yaito has his hands on his head. He is stressed. He doesn't know what's going on, but he doesn't want to leave Desiree by herself. So he'll turn around to inform Desiree of even what's going on. Because Desiree, you're technically not in the room seeing what's going on.
Correct. I'm investigating where those bodies were pulled.
Mm-hmm. So you three are taken away from the ballroom, and Yaito goes rushing towards the hallway where Desiree is. And you had made a perception of some kind or investigation, right?
Yeah, that 13. It's not great.
You're looking around, investigating. You know, Thaddeus told you that, or I'm sorry, Isundra told you that she saw legs being dragged around. You're looking for anyone in this hallway. You can turn left or right, but you're looking right, left, and on the floor, you're trying to find: is there blood? Is there any bodies? Are there any servants? It is empty. But as you're investigating, you do notice some scuff marks on the red carpet beneath you. Heading to the right. The scuff marks are being dragged along the floor. It's not the entire way, but there's areas of the carpet where you can see potentially the scuff marks might indicate something, but it's going away from the ballroom as soon as you notice that Yaito steps in and he goes, Desiree, we have problem.
No, you can't be walking up on me.
Forgive me, but the others, they
Keep
went
your
to
voice down. Get in here. And she pulls them a little closer.
Desiree, the others accepted this private event, the Crimson Toast. They walked away with the hosts.
Good, good. No one's left alone with the other vampires. And I'm not left alone. Look. And she points out the scuff marks on the carpet.
Okay, but do we want to continue this, or do we want to go and try and follow the others?
We gotta find the victims. I mean, they could end up being additional victims. But I do think after this, we should try to catch up with them, but not be too obvious.
Okay, let us sneak then. I think you have the weapons. They are not equipped, but I guess Alaric and Isundra do know magic. I guess Thaddeus knows magic too. You think they'll be safe while we investigate?
I think, yeah.
Okay, let us sneak now while no one knows we're here. 25 stealth, and I'll make a stealth for Yaito. 21 and a 25. The two of you begin to sneak off down the hallway. And before you both leave, Desiree, make me one last perception. God damn, you guys are rolling fire.
Yeah, I'm rolling crazy.
Natural 20, a 26. Before you guys begin to sneak away, you take one last peek through the double doors that you walk through. They're glass doors, so if you want to close them, you can. But as you're looking, you notice that the rest of the party, they're gone. They're no longer in the ballroom. But you do notice many of the servants now are beginning to close many of the doors in the ballroom.
What time is it?
You have been at the ball for about, I'll say, 2 hours.
Okay.
All the servants seem to be walking around, shutting all the doors.
Mm-mm.
And
man, they say they kick everybody out at midnight.
It's only been 2 hours
now.
So it's about 10 p.m., 10-ish around there.
As Desiree sees this, she goes, "Oh hell no! I'm locking us in."
What do you mean?
What it sounds like.
This is
locking us in.
This is not good. If they know Thaddeus cast a spell, they are on to at least him and our party. If they are locking us in, this is not good. We do not know how many creepy crawlies are here. Innocents might be in danger.
Yes, we
should
must make haste.
We should probably try to escape. Yes.
Yeah, we gotta find those victims first. We can't just leave people with no ability to fight for themselves at the mercy of these monsters.
This is true. All right, lead the way.
All right, so Desiree's following those scuff marks.
All right. And as you follow the scuff marks, the other party is taken away from the ballroom, and we will say that ends this episode of Taverns and Caverns.
Oh, shit.
No, Isundra has a few more weeks of stress.
You guys are stressing me out, splitting up.
Wondering how she's going to prove herself.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the first half of the Scarlet Soiree.
God, I'm stressed.
Yeah, Thaddeus pissed, but he'll get over it.
You know he's not going to trust you guys for a long time now.
I never trusted him to begin with.
Damn.
So here we are.
Jesus.
Listen, I grew up not knowing how to trust people, okay?
That's true. You had bootleg Tommy that always lied to you.
Mm-hmm.
That was your boy, but he always lied to you about something. Or I should say, he over-exaggerated.
He over-exaggerates, yes. Yep. He wants to be the hero in every story. I know that ain't true.
How you feeling over there, Kendall?
I am definitely, Alaric is definitely annoyed about the situation because we are probably in a much dire situation from how things turned out when things was, at least from Alaric's perspective, he thought was under control as much as it could be.
You
It
trying
just
to look for danger alone? Is your idea of
Right.
being under control? I ain't letting you out of my sight. You a fucking troublemaker for sure.
I didn't cause any trouble.
Not yet. You were
Actually.
getting into trouble. You weren't going to be the perpetuator of trouble. You were going to need saving.
I know well, Alaric can cast spells, and he came equipped. As far as Alaric could tell, he was ready for the cause to try to like figure out what was going on with these vampires and how people were being kidnapped here. We had a bunch of sleuthing that we had to do.
Well, we got the bulk of the party with 2 of the bosses, so I think that's a good start.
With no weapons, though.
We listen. My plan eventually, I will locate y'all, and then hopefully, see, I don't want to say too much, because the DM's listening. He's going to metagame us, but listen, I have faith.
I'm just gonna say I'm scared for y'all.
It wouldn't have been this bad.
It would have been worse if
I
only
had
2 of y'all went.
I had an idea. I had a inkling that one of you at least would get the invitation, but I didn't know if you guys were going to accept it or not. So this has kind of gone slightly different than I thought it would.
I
but-
could show up too. I still got my paper. Like,
They're
who
gonna
is
say-
this? Taketh my spot.
You go see it was Twilight.
Who? The fucking name is so good.
But we'll see what happens on the next episode. I will say, depending on what you do, there is very high probability that a fight can break out. Just so you guys are aware, you are in the lion's den. I just need you guys to know this. Like
I said, they drew first blood, dragging off those ladies.
you don't know if those are the ladies or not, but
That's even worse.
yep. We'll see. I hope you guys are prepared.
No.
All right. And that's where we'll end this episode of Taverns and Caverns. Thank you, everyone, for listening to another exciting episode of Taverns and Caverns. This is your Dungeon Master, HaphazardDM. You can find me on Twitter at HaphazardDM.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's Bri. I play Damien/Desiree, and you can find me on Twitter at Blaze_NBK.
Hi, I'm Felicia, and I play Isundra. You can find me anywhere on the internet at daggertribal.
Hi, I'm Rod or Rodimus, playing Thaddeus. You can find me on Blue Sky at Rodimus83 or Twitter or X at Rodimus7901.
Hey, my name is Kendall, and I play Alaric Silverwind, and you can find me on Twitter at AirDashClubKen.
All right. Thank you, guys. Those are our players for Taverns and Caverns Season 3. And again, don't forget to check out the Taverns and Caverns Patreon. On our Patreon, you'll find exclusive monthly episodes that are strictly exclusive to our Patreon, as well as some additional content that you won't want to miss. So thanks again, everyone. Until next time on Taverns and Caverns.